On the border of Lake Victoria, where water and land meet, is Kisumu, Kenya. Reflecting the majesty of this area are its people. They are committed to its well-being and its future. But in Kisumu and nearby Siaya counties, the challenges facing the children are great.
Not all of them have been able to access high school education because of poor economic standards.
Teenage pregnancy, early marriage, and inability to pay school fees all contribute to high dropout rates.
Lack of money that make most of them go into unhealthy practices like prostitution, looking for money from older men.
It was really difficult for my parents to pay for my school fee and give me the basic needs.
A lack of basic sanitary needs can make attending school difficult for girls. 1 in 10 does not attend school during menstruation.
We cannot afford to buy the pads or the sanitary towels. We feel ashamed.
Another basic need is even more immediate.
A hungry student cannot learn.
And many of Kenya's students live in poverty because they have been orphaned.
Most of their parents were infected with HIV and AIDS.
There are those who take care of their siblings, so they end up being the adults or the parents back at home.
My mother passed away when I was in school, so it was a very difficult time for me.
Then you are both, no.
But perhaps the biggest single challenge is the cultural belief that attaches less value to the education of girls than boys.
The cultural belief is that if I educate a girl, she will be married somewhere else, and that will be a way still going to help another village.
Our role in the community is just to give birth, to get married, to bring cattle and to bring dowry.
In 2008, a unique program was founded here. Working hand in hand with the local community, FHI 360 4 Pillars Plus set out to promote the value of educating girls and supporting orphans and vulnerable children. Made possible by a generous grant from the GE Foundation, the 4 Pillars Plus program has changed the way people here look at the world.
At the GE Foundation, our approach is to take complex problems and break them down into simple interventions.
By partnering with the local communities, the program has built a safety net for at-risk children.
Good morning, everyone.
It has given orphans and vulnerable children, girls in particular, a chance at an education.
The mortality rate for children under the age of 5 falls by about 50% when they are born to mothers with at least a primary school education.
Today, I want you to tell me some of the consequences of early marriage.
It's created a lasting mentoring network while tackling poverty and food shortages.
I started working in this project in the year 2008. We did a needs assessment in 18 schools, primary schools.
10 schools were initially chosen.
From there, then we moved to secondary schools, and we chose 17 secondary schools to work with and 1 vocational school.
4 Pillars Plus is a proven method developed by FHI 360, in which 4 essential pillars support students through primary and secondary school. A plus pillar responds to the specific additional needs identified in the community.
What we have seen from the 4 pillars is that the total development of the young child cannot come with any pillar left behind.
Scholarship,
teacher development,
mentoring sessions,
and community participation.
These 4 brought together are now working hand in hand.
The first pillar, scholarships, allows students in need to stay in school. In Kenya, public school is free, but only up to 8th grade.
Normally, when you are going to the final class, that is class 8, there is some amount of money that should be paid.
The children may have done very well at end of primary, but they cannot proceed to high school because of non-payment of fees.
We do needs assessment based on need and merit.
So girls that would otherwise drop out remain in school.
Because my school fee was being paid for, I had no challenges concerning those.
They would be able to properly use the scholarship materials to make them succeed in education and in their life.
Professional development for teachers is ensuring the high quality of education.
Teachers were sensitized on how they can change the teaching method from static to dynamic, where the child is at the center.
These teachers, they need that development to know that not every learner is the same.
The methodology is infinitely sustainable.
We've trained the teachers as TOTs. TOTs meaning that they're able to train other teachers.
The lower part, this one is the base.
And gender sensitivity awareness is changing classroom dynamics.
Then you multiply.
When they're teaching, boys are usually fast at raising their hands. So we train the teachers on how they could encourage the girls who are shy to answer questions in class, to lift up their hands.
Teachers changed gradually. They learned to change with changes.
As students grow up, they face new challenges.
Let us look at our community and then we identify some of the causes of early marriage in our community.
To help secondary school girls navigate the adult world, monthly mentoring meetings tackle issues and build confidence. Over 9,000 students in 17 secondary schools and 3,300 students in 18 primary schools continue to benefit from mentoring.
Yes, Betty? Early pregnancy, another cause. I want to start by knowing what the girls know about pregnancy and the myths they've had in their society.
Is it a method of art?
We used to see before the mentoring activities began was pregnancy and school dropout.
Okay, have you heard of peer pressure?
They didn't know how to be assertive or to say no to bad things.
I was equipped with skills such as self-confidence, self-esteem.
They know how to deal with the challenges in life when they meet them.
Students are also trained as mentors.
We tell them, you have to be your sister's keeper, you have to be your brother's keeper.
You share problems because, problem shared is half solved.
Community participation is key to every success. An unshakable foundation built by working side by side with the people of Kisumu and Siaya counties is sustaining the 4 Pillars Plus into the future.
We have structures that we have put in place to help this program go on even after the funding is over.
Community-based organizations are taking on a leadership role and harnessing parent involvement to keep kids enrolled in school.
They empower the parents. It is in this stage that the parents need to be sensitized and they need to be brought on board.
They did not take the education of the girl child serious.
But the program has created a momentous shift in thinking.
They are seeing the fruits of educating a girl.
If you educate a girl, you have educated the whole village.
Another community partnership is helping families move toward financial security. Through capacity building and entrepreneurship trainings, saving and lending clubs are providing seed money for startup business ventures.
They've started chicken rearing, they're doing goat rearing, they're doing small businesses, they're doing farming.
We gave them the technical know-how on how to do it.
When people participate, they own. They easily take up and own the program.
Through small steps, community members are seeing big improvements in their economic productivity.
Moloyo kaka silk ma wasewacho cha. Ayudo pesa kanyo manyalo nyiewo go chiemo, ayudo pesa kanyo manyalo loko go ohala, ayudo pesa kanyo bende manyalo medo chulo ne nyathi school fees sama pesa.
4K clubs that organize school gardens are unifying the whole community to ensure food security.
Farming is very important because it is like the backbone of economic stability.
When students graduate from primary school, they will carry with them the knowledge they need to grow their own food.
We call them demonstration plots. We demonstrate on how they can be planted, then they go and plant at home.
And what they grow, they serve at lunchtime.
When we have lunch program in school, they are happy, they are eating a balanced diet, they are motivated, they learn freely.
Nutrition and good education goes along together very well.
Surplus crops are sold, with the profits returning to support the school.
You sustain the project by plowing back the money you get.
The 4 Pillars Plus doesn't stop at the end of secondary school. It employs high school graduates in its community-based organizations as interns.
During their gap year before they joined the university, they participated in internship opportunities.
In marketing, you need to talk to customers. So it has helped me to gain that experience.
I was putting the skills that I was taught into practice.
Though the program has officially ended, the work goes on as the parents, teachers, mentors, and students here continue to nurture its principles.
This is a program that has really made a difference.
They encouraged us, they enlightened us.
In our literature, we learned that myth.
We have to mentor these girls and boys in school and even at the community level,
so that they become future leaders and active members of the society.
Good morning, class. Now, the purpose of the course.
Without the program, I don't think I could have made it to the university.
The program is highly sustainable because we already have the skills, the knowledge that will never leave us.
Focus yourself.
Mentoring is ongoing. It's a process that will be there forever and ever.
Once a teacher is trained, that knowledge is with them for a lifetime, so they'll be able to reach thousands of students for the rest of their lives.
4 Pillars Plus is changing lives today and into Kenya's future.